In our video series, we have covered about 4.47 billion years of Earth's life so far. The Mesozoic era ended with a mass extinction that killed all animals having body mass over 10 kg. Among the animals that survived this catastrophe were small mammals, insects, some birds, and some deep sea creatures. Dinosaurs that ruled the earth for 180 million years were gone. The stage was set for the new rulers to arrive. The history of Earth post-dinosaurs is recorded under the Cenozoic Era. The time span of Cenozoic Era is 65 million years ago to the present time. The Cenozoic Era is divided into three periods whose names are Paleozoic, Neogene, and Quaternary. The Paleozoic period's time span is 65 million years ago to 23 million years ago. In geologic calendar, it is shown as the time between December 26th to December 30th. The word Paleozoic means ancient born. Almost all continents acquired their modern positions. India was moving towards the Asian landmass. Temperature was somewhat warmer than today. 50 million years ago, the Andes Mountains range was created when the South American and Pacific tectonic plates collided. 45 million years ago, Indian landmass collided with Asia, creating the Himalayas. And 30 million years ago, Alps mountain range started forming when the African plate collided with the Eurasian plate. These were the major geological events in the Paleozoic period. Let us see what was going on the life front. 65 million years ago, mammals proliferated in spite of their small size. 60 million years ago, whales could be seen in the oceans. Huge titan boa could easily be found in the South American regions. Around the same time, modern placental mammals developed. 23 million years ago, a remarkable development was the presence of grasslands everywhere. The Neogene period encompasses the interval between 23 million years to 2.6 million years ago. In geologic calendar, it is shown as the time between December 30th to December 31st, 7 am. The word Neogene means newborn, as it is the relatively newer part of Earth's history. The global climate cooled significantly. Ice caps on both the poles began to thicken. Mountains in the Himalayan range continued to grow due to pressure exerted by the Indian plate onto the Asian plate. The oceans were dominated by megalodons. They were close relatives of great white shark but were 3 times bigger than them. Grasslands provided opportunities for grazing animals. Antelopes, horses, and bisons evolved. Woolly mammoth and woolly rhinos were commonly seen. Birds and mammals continued to evolve into their modern forms. Neogene is also known as a period that saw the beginning of human evolution. As trees became sparse and grasses grew, it inspired primates to stand on 2 feet 10 million years ago. Between 5.5 and 4.4 million years ago, Ardipithecus became bipedal. 4 million years ago, the genus Australopithecus evolved in eastern Africa. The genus Homo, which is our genus, evolved from genus Australopithecus. 2.5 million years ago, Homo habilis evolved in Africa. They spread throughout the continent. They were the earliest species to use tools made of bone, stone, and wood. Homo habilis became extinct 2 million years ago from now. Let's enter into the Quaternary period now, whose time span is 2.6 million years ago to the present time. Glaciers covered the most of the northern hemisphere. During this time, multiple cycles of glaciation happened, each cycle lasting roughly 100,000 years. Since Quaternary is the latest period, it has been divided into 2 parts, which are called epochs. The names of the 2 epochs are Pleistocene and Holocene. Let's talk about the Pleistocene epoch, whose time span is 2.6 million years ago to 12,000 years ago. Between 1.5 to 0.2 million years ago, Homo erectus appeared. They started using fire, developed more complex tools like bow and arrow, and they were also the first humans to migrate out of Africa to India, Malaysia, and Java. They lived for 1.5 million years on Earth. 0.7 million years ago, Homo heidelbergensis lived in Europe, Africa, and possibly in some parts of Asia as well. 0.3 million years ago, Homo sapiens emerged in Africa. We all are Homo sapiens. Our species has likely derived from the Homo heidelbergensis. Homo sapiens also migrated out of Africa continent, and this was second prehistoric human migration after the Homo erectus migrated some time back. Homo sapiens developed some kind of primitive language. Towards the end of the Pleistocene epoch, Homo erectus, Denisovans, Homo floresiensis, and Homo neanderthals became extinct. 15,000 years ago, dogs transitioned from wild animals to domesticated companion. Between 14 and 12,000 years ago, woolly mammoth and saber-toothed tigers became extinct. Holocene is the second and the latest epoch of the Quaternary period, whose time span is 12,000 years ago to the present time. Holocene means wholly new or completely new. The Holocene epoch is warmer than the Pleistocene epoch. Holocene also marks the retreat of glaciers. Major events in the Holocene epoch have been the following. 12,000 years ago, humans domesticated the cows. 10,000 years ago, humans learned farming. By this time, our population was less than 1 million. 5,000 years ago from now, we learned to use horses. And 4,000 years ago, we invented the wheel. Let's come to the present time. If the entire history of the earth is compressed into a single day of 24 hours, the first life would appear at 4 am. Dinosaurs would appear at 10:45 pm and they would go extinct at 11:40 pm. The first humans would arise in the very last minute just before the midnight. If we count our generation from the time we deviated from the great apes, we the modern humans are 125,000 generations away from it. We are the present rulers of the planet Earth, but we have not been gentle to it. Human actions have caused a mass extinction which is underway. We will make 30% of species go extinct in the next 100 years. If we do not protect our environment, it will be no surprise if we too are wiped out in this extinction. Friends, that's all in this video series named History of Earth and Life. I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave your comments and do subscribe to this channel. Thank you.